So this credit repair thing has gotten out of control. I'm hoping that this video can save many of you a lot of stress, time, and money. We're going to cover some details on how you should approach credit repair. It's not going to be an all-inclusive guide or step-by-step, but it's going to give you a framework on how to approach it, whether you're new to negative items on your credit report or they've been on there for a while and you've been struggling to get them off. This is going to kind of lay out from a financial professional's point of view, especially coming from a lender's point of view, on how you need to approach credit repair and rebuilding your credit when it comes to negative items and rebuilding from that point on. This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity, helping you to increase your net worth through relationship banking, maximizing your borrowing capacity, proper use of life insurance, and the ownership of real estate. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading content on a daily basis to help you customize your blueprint for prosperity. So when it comes to negative items on your credit report, first thing that needs to get out of the way is almost all of us have been through this. The first thing you need to understand is that it's not the end of the world and that you don't have to bury your head in the sand or give up on yourself in that arena just because you have, defaulted on some bills or went through some hard times. The vast majority of us have been there. Even some of the most successful of us have been there, myself included. The next thing you need to understand is when you have negative items like collections, charge-offs, especially if they're not active accounts. So when I say, collections and charge-offs in particular, late payments are a little difficult, especially if that account is still active and open. There are ways to approach that, but we're going to lean in a little bit more on collections and charge-offs, closed old negative accounts. If you haven't already hit this phase yet, where you've contacted this company or been back in touch with that company since the negative event transpired, then what you want to do is leave that gap there and make an effort to see if you can get those items removed since they first defaulted, right? Meaning that there's a gap in contact or communication from when you charged off or had a collection on your report versus when you go to try to address that situation. And the reason for that is because they may have a lot of errors or old information that's no longer applicable or erroneous on that's what's going to help you get it off your report. So if they can't verify your current information because they haven't spoken with you and there's incorrect information from the past, this has been months or years ago, then that could be enough to help you get those items removed off your report. Now, that does not mean that you don't have to go pay those items. It depends on what's going on with that. I recommend you pay it, but at least you want the opportunity to not have it holding your credit report back. So the gap between you defaulting on something or something popping up as defaulting on your credit report and you recommunicating with that lender or creditor or collection company, you want to make sure that you make a valid attempt on your own or with a reputable quality credit repair company or attorneys who can handle that for you and try to get those items removed before any contact, any updating and refreshing can be done on that report with that creditor or lender. If you've already breached that point, didn't know any better, and you've already verified your information with them or been in touch with them, whatever the case may be, this may make it extremely hard to get it removed. So before you spend a bunch of money and time trying to bang your head on that wall, you might want to consider either just paying it off, settling on it, so paying for less than what's owed, but something they're willing to take, or you may want to just let it age off your report depending on how old it is. Don't even put yourself through the stress. Take your hard-earned money that you're going to pay some credit repair company or guru and just use it to build positive trade line accounts on top of that negative information. That's my recommendation in that situation. In short, when it comes to late payments, you may want to lean into a goodwill situation, depending on what's going on. If it's like a one-time late payment, once the account's well established and you had this one bump in the road, you may get away with that. The account's newer or, the history is mixed, you had a bunch of late payments, you may have to take that lick as well. And again, focus on adding more positive information. Credit repair is an endless black hole if you do not find a credible company or entity to help you with that process. I am telling you from experience as a professional and as someone who struggled with their credit years in the past. It's extremely challenging to get negative items removed efficiently without potentially causing, legal troubles or, disrupting your credit report in other negative ways. It's not easy to do. And there's a lot of money that goes into that without any authentic work being done. So don't overcomplicate the process. If you can, challenge these things, get them removed, do your own letters or find a reputable source to help you do those letters. especially if they haven't been validated in a long time and that account's not active. If it is active, work on a goodwill removal of those late payments or something of that nature. If it doesn't work, deal with it. It's time, it will heal it. Get some positive paying accounts on your report and keep it moving. Don't waste a bunch of time and money trying to get things off of your report when they're going to age off anyway. If you can get it off easy, go for it. If you can't, move on. That's my recommendation in short, because it's getting out of control, the money that's being spent and time being spent on, and then the legality issues that are coming up with this credit repair situation. Most of it is not worth the time, money, and effort. Thank y'all for tuning in. I enjoy bringing you this content. I want to put you guys in the best position possible and empower you to be able to take control of your finances, even if you're rebuilding from a rough patch. I want to put you back in the driver's seat. This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity checking out. As always, I want y'all to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.